So we've plugged in a microphone. As you can see, we're getting signal in. It's coming into one here, input one. To adjust the input gain, you can go up here to the gain knob and bring that down if you so desire, or bring it way up. It's obviously way too much. Set it around so that there is quite nice. And then next step, you can do some EQ to the channel that you've got. So how you do that is you go to these knobs here and you press in the knob there to get a nice view of the EQ that you're using. So then, it all depends on what you're EQing, but you can, there's the gain knob, frequency knob, and the Q, which is how wide and narrow it is. So if you go to, say, lows, you can take off all the lows if there's like a rumble and whatnot. You can take off the highs, and they're the low pass and high pass, and then you can go, the low and high mids are both notch filters, but so you can adjust the Q, how wide they are, and adjust the frequency, and as well as the gain. So you can either take away, boost, move the frequency around. Yeah. So next, a useful thing to know is how to put a gate on your channel, in which you go up into the Dynamics 1 knob up here, press that down to get to the menu. Gate's already selected on the left-hand side. All you go to do is press enter to turn that on. And then adjusting the threshold adjusts what volume or what input kind of level you want the sound to have to get to break the gate. So you see right now, whenever I speak close to the mic, it's not gaining me at all, it's not gating me at all. But if I then don't speak, if I take my voice away from the mic, it's gating everything, so it's cutting out all the sound. So this is really useful for if you've got a live sound situation and you don't want bleed to come into certain microphones, such as like the kick or even the vocal microphones. And you adjust that by just twisting this threshold mode up here. So if I take it right down, then you won't be able, it's very difficult. You can pick up really easily, but then if I bring it right up, it becomes harder and harder for the sound to break through the gate. So you can use that in varied scenarios. And then you can adjust different modes here, the range, the attack, how quickly or slowly it wants to jump on the gate. And then you've got hold and decay, which obviously how long it takes to close back off afterwards. So next, another useful thing to know is obviously how to put a compressor on your channel. So how you do that is you go into Dynamics 2, press that knob down, compressor's already there. You can scroll around with the sideways and up and down keys and whatnot to get to on, press enter to turn it on. And then like with the gate, you adjust the threshold using the threshold knob there. And as you can see, it's gaining pretty hard now. You can bring that right down, go across. You can change the ratio, the attack, release, and then obviously how much gain you want to boost. And that obviously you use different effects for different sounds, depending on what effect you want. So obviously a useful thing to know is how to put effects on the channels. And so we've done this using reverb and delay through auxiliary sends that come back into stereo return. So how you do this, basically, you want the reverb and delay and the effects are set up in racks 5 and 8 on this knob here. So you press there. We've got a whole reverb and a mono delay. So how you set them up, you need to set up in these two tabs here are the inputs and outputs. So you've got the inputs coming from the bus 15 and the outputs going to the stereo mod down here. The stereo mod down here, back into 2. That's for the delay. And then the stereo is coming back into 1 and coming out through 16. So once that's set up, you can go back and with your track 1 selected, if we want to then send to the reverb, we'd select 16 there, using that, go to the selected send knob and turn that send up. And then once that's at a level you kind of want, you adjust how much is coming back using the stereo return knobs here and here. And that's the same case for both the reverb and the delay. So the only thing that changes is whichever knob you want on the stereo sends and how much you want to send to each one using these two. And then you can obviously change the effect going into here and, you know, changing different reverb and sounds and stuff. There you go.